So recently, I was doing some street evangelism the other day, just going around the neighborhood, knocking on doors, sharing the gospel with people, that sort of thing. And I had this conversation with this guy about this topic of can all religions coexist? And we had a nice discussion. And so I figured I wanted to discuss this question with you in this video. So hey, without further ado, let's go, let's get it. What is up? How you doing? How you living? If you're new here, my name is ScottEbruh, and on this channel I answer questions and objections about the Christian faith and provide you with motivational and lifestyle tips to help you seek, know, and live truth in all that you do. So hey, if those interest you, consider hitting that subscribe button and the notification bell so you can catch me in my next video. Now, when I talk about can all religions coexist, what I'm really going to be talking about is can all religions be true? Now, the first reason why all religions can't be true is because of the law of non-contradiction. And basically what this law states is that two contradicting statements can't both be true. An example of this is if I was to say that God exists and somebody else was to say that God doesn't exist, for example, a Christian atheist conversation, well, both of those statements can't be true. You can't have God existing and not existing at the same time. Because of the law of non-contradiction, both of those statements can't be true. Another way of looking at this is imagine you're in math class, right? I know we all love math. You're in math class, teacher writes on the board 2 + 2 equals. One student goes up and writes 3. Another student goes up and writes 4. Another student goes up and writes 5. Which one of those students would be right? Obviously the one who said 4 as the correct answer, right? 2 + 2 does equal 4. You don't need a calculator for that, right? Easy. Do it in your head. So the same way that there can only be one true answer to that question, 2 + 2 equals, the same is true when it comes to beliefs. What belief can be true? So there can only be one true belief system that exists. You can't have atheism, Christianity, Judaism all being true at the same time. Because of the law of non-contradiction, only one of those can be true. So the first reason why all religions can't be true is because of the law of non-contradiction, which just says that two contradicting statements can't both be true at the same time. Now this does raise a question, a couple of questions actually. Well, if we know that all religions can't all be true, then the question is, how do we know which one is true? And also, do we need to examine every single one in order to figure out which one is true? To answer that last question, we don't have to examine every single one to know which one is true. And it's similar to a court case where, let's say we had a description of this guy who was 5'9", 5'10", he was light-skinned, has brown eyes, etc. Well, in a criminal case, they wouldn't need to look at every single person who's 5'9", 5'10", light skin, brown eyes. But what they do is they look at evidence to figure out how to narrow that down to figure out who the actual suspect is. And the same is true when trying to discover which belief is actually true. You follow the evidence where it leads. So you don't have to examine every single world religion to figure out which one, if any, is true. And if you missed my series on showing that Christianity is true, I encourage you to check out those videos, link in description, and also in the card right above, where I'll give you evidence on how you can know that Christianity is true. Now, I titled this video, Can All Religions Coexist? And I just talked about how we know that only one can be true, but that doesn't mean that we can't live with people who disagree or still love people who don't believe the same thing that we believe. So can we coexist? I would say yes, we can coexist, but that doesn't mean that every single thing we believe is true. So like a Christian can coexist with an atheist or a Buddhist or somebody who's Hindu, but all their beliefs aren't true. Because the law of non-contradiction, well, only one of those, if any, can be true. So I just want to encourage you to to seek truth and to still love people even though they may not believe in the one true Christian God. And like I said, if you're not sure that Christianity is true, check out my videos in the description on some ways you can know Christianity is true. Now, to finish this video off, I just want to leave you with a verse from 1 John chapter 4 verse 1. It says, "Beloved, do not believe every spirit, but test the spirits to see whether they are from God. For many false prophets have gone out into the world." So test the spirits, know the one true Spirit, the Holy Spirit, and hey, you can still love people even though they don't believe in the one true God, and we can coexist as a people, but our beliefs can't coexist because they all can't be true. If you found this video helpful, hit the thumbs up button, subscribe if you haven't already, share this video with your friends. Hey, I just want to encourage you to seek, know, and live truth in all that you do. ScottEbruh, and until next time, grace, peace.